Next question is from Ayelet. You've talked about the importance of sex before marriage, but what about cohabitation? Should couples live together before marriage? I say absolutely, Lewis. And we have talked about sex before marriage, and we've talked about how really impractical it is. If you have a realistic understanding that sex is an important component of relationships, then it seems at its face absurd to say we are not going to explore that element of the relationship until after we've made the commitment of marriage. So we were united on that, Lewis. Cohabitation, though, what is your view?
My view is that this will be just as important, if you know, if not maybe even more important, because you're not really going to know what life is like with someone if you don't live with them, if you don't have to deal with them on a regular basis, on a daily basis, waking up, going to bed, and everything in between.
No question about it. And I think that not cohabitating, of course, if it's not practical because it's a long distance relationship or something, then that's a different thing. But what I'm saying is deciding that we will not share space and live together in that way until we're married, it just doesn't seem smart. Now, of course, there will be many relationships that there is no cohabitation and or no sex before marriage that are perfectly fine relationships. But from an odds basis, I think you're improving your odds if the relationship is still good with cohabitation before marriage. That certainly bodes well, I think, for the marriage longer term.
Agreed. I think you are improving your odds of having a long, healthy marriage.
If you're
It's
if you're the son or daughter though of a parent who for religious or other reasons says that's not appropriate, right? But you've looked around, you've talked to people, and just your pragmatic common sense tells you if I get married to someone before I even know what it'll be like to live with them or what our sexual relationship will be like, that doesn't seem like it's going to set me up for a good relationship. How do you decide what to do? Do you hide the reality from your parents that you may be cohabitating or having sex with this person? Or do you just tell them that that's what's going on and risk alienating them and maybe they wouldn't be part of your eventual marriage? How is one to navigate that, Lewis?
that is a tough question because I don't have that type of relationship with my parents. If I think they're wrong, I tell them they're wrong. They'd also never, that situation would never happen with my parents. So, um, I don't really know how to answer that. I would say that you would have to just tell your parents that, well, I'm going to try this, and you know, I hear what you're saying, but I'm going to do it anyway.
All right, Lewis taking the polite but pragmatic approach in his hypothetical. Yeah, I think it's a really tough situation, and obviously it would be better for everybody if parents did not do that because of the horrible situations that it can create.